What have your dreams been like lately? Do you dream often? Do you dream common things on multiple occasions? Is it that you have dreams just rarely? It should be that we're dreaming quite often, because dreaming is a way for God to communicate with us. So if we are dreaming quite often, that means that God can be seeking to speak with you about something. But what I've learned is that when you dream, it can be from 3 different sources. So number 1, it can be you. It could be something you were thinking about during the day. Let's say you're thinking about eating Indian food, and in your dreams you are going to a restaurant to eat Indian food. So they can be from you. Number 2, they can be from God himself, where he is trying to deliver a message to you, a warning, give you insight, give you revelation. And then it can be 3 from the enemy, where the enemy will send dreams to you in order to scare you, in order to try to create covenants with you, to have his workers try to create these interactions with you in your dream realm. So we have to make sure we make a distinction between where is the dream coming from. If it's coming from God, it's truly a gift. It is truly a gift to dream from God, to get dreams regularly from him, because that means you have a relationship and there's a level of intimacy with God where he says, I want to speak with you in your dreams. So it's truly a gift. But we also have to make note of, is this dream from the enemy? Is this a dream to try to deceive me into making a decision that is not supposed to be made? So you want to make sure you have that distinction. So when God is speaking to you in your dreams, you can take heed to it and know, well, this is from God. And then also ask yourself, what is God trying to tell me during this dream? So my name is Tattegrain, and we're here for another Fulfilling Life Friday. And continuing our series on God encounters, I want to have this video share my experience with dreams, and I'm thinking this is going to be multiple parts. But for now, let's just get started right here. Be sure to let me know in the comments if you have dreams regularly and what do they usually involve. So today I want to share a dream with you, as I also share my journey of dreaming with God with you as well. I want to share a dream with you that I had January 22nd, 2024. So depending on when you're watching this video, this could be a month from then, this could be 2 months and so forth. But this is the dream that I had, and I want to share it with you. So I was in a community and there was an intake system, which I was assigned to process people and get them into their group. So K through 12, youth, prayers, health, entrepreneurship, etc. So I help with getting people placed. I saw people I recognized there as well. And for one of the people I recognized, her brother was quite aggressive sexually when he saw me, yet he was assigned to prayers. So I was assigning people to different groups, like you are designated to be a health professional, you're designated to be a prayer person, you're designated to be a teacher, and so forth. The team and I had to create new categories as people came in. At some point, everyone had been categorized and then we saw them gone because they had went on another part of the land to have food. The person I recognized in the dream ran across streams to get to them by the seaside, and someone else I knew was there as well and seemed to not be able to move from her place, saying she had never been able to move. So when I woke up from that dream, God spoke this to me. He said, famine is imminent, but those who have relationship will see my hand. Money will dry up, investments will dry up, and all they will have is me to depend on. So when God gives you a dream, you can do your due diligence and write it down. So that's what I did. I wrote down the dream, and I will write down the dream when I get up. As soon as I get up, I want to write it down, because the longer that you let it sit there, and as you go about your day, you'll find that your recollection of the dream, you being able to remember the dream, is going to be farther from your memory. So you want to write it down as soon as possible. I usually go to my phone to write it down, because now I can do a search on my phone for different dreams that I've had. So I've been documenting my dreams since 2018. Doesn't mean that my dreams started since then, but that is when I started to document them. So I have hundreds of dreams that are just in my phone because I've written them down. So you want to do your due diligence and write those dreams down as well. I go to my phone to write them down. You may consider a notebook. I just go to my phone because I can see when the lights are out, and I can write it down, and I can also search for certain things, because sometimes God will bring to my memory a dream I had years ago. All I have to type in is dream and a specific word or keyword for the dream, and then I can review it again. But in the past, I used to keep them in a notebook, and I still have the one notebook that I started to document my dreams. In fact, it was when I went on an extended fast, is that I would write them down there. But then I saw that, okay, writing in my phone is a bit different, because now I can do a search and I can easily go back to them, and I don't have to worry about, oh, how am I going to get access? I can't get access until I come across the notebook again, so I can have it with me at all times. So when God delivers dreams to you, you'll find that they can be very complex, they can be very metaphoric, they can be very different and vast, and, well, what does this mean? What does this mean? And so it's really important to ask God himself, what is the interpretation of this dream? In the Bible, we can see that Joseph had dreams. Even before he was sold off to slavery, he had dreams, and he shared with his family the dreams, and they didn't exactly understand. We can recall the dream in the Bible where he shared about the coat of many colors, and that he said that his family members would be bowing down to him. And so there's a lesson in that we should not be sharing our dreams with everyone, and that it's okay to not have a response when someone asks a question like that. And it's okay to also be protective of the dreams that God gave to you, especially when the message is designed for you, because God's revealing that to you only, and it's not for you to reveal it to somebody else. So we can see in the example of Joseph that he got excited about the dream. He wanted to share it with his family, but perhaps he shouldn't have shared it because it changed their viewpoint of him. And then we see in the Bible that his brothers just did not care for him, and they wanted him to be out of the family, and so they set it up where they abandoned him in this area, and eventually he was sold off. And then they lied to their father and said, oh, well, he passed away, he was killed. And then we continue to read what happened after that. And if we fast forward from that, we'll see that, if we're reading the Bible, we'll see that Joseph had another opportunity to share some dreams or interpret dreams from a baker and a butcher. And the interpretation of those dreams basically said what would be the destiny of those individuals. So what would happen to the baker, to the butcher? They had dreams in the same night, and Joseph was able to interpret them for these individuals. So we can see the power of dreams with the examples in the Bible, but I can continue to share my examples that with dreams, I really have to ask God quite often, what does this even mean? Because it can be some of my dreams, it can be very rare, they're very direct about what the message is. Some of them, but in a lot of the cases, the dreams are very complex and symbolic and random. It seems random, but then I look and I say, well, where was this in the Bible? Or I ask God himself. I do a combination of those two. What does this even mean? and he will reveal it to me. This is what I'm saying to you, or this is what I'm saying about this person, or this is what I'm saying about a group of people. And from there, I also want to ask God, am I supposed to share this, or am I not supposed to share that? So this is the reason why I shared this dream from January of 2024, is because he had told me to share it. So you want to make sure you have a filter with God and say, am I supposed to share this dream? I had this dream about this person. Am I supposed to tell this person? Some of the dreams you have about people are for you to become an intercessor for that person. So you had the dream about the person, and now you are being called to pray for them. You can imagine if you had a very disturbing dream about someone, and you go and tell them this dream, it's not going to be something that's going to excite them. It's probably going to bring their moods down and their spirits down, and it's going to make them fearful, maybe even anxious. So you want to ask God, am I supposed to share this dream with this person, or are you calling me to pray for this person? And sometimes it is for you to share and to give them a warning. Other times it's for you to just pray for them and pray for that specific area that you saw within the dream that needs to be prayed about. So be protective in a sense of your dreams, but also know where the dreams are coming from. I think in another video I will share how I know where the dreams come from and indicators of when it comes from God and when it does not. It's really important to have those indicators and knowing, is this from God? Is this me fabricating a dream, or is this the enemy sending a dream to me? So I really want to share this with you to encourage you to be good stewards of your dreams. That means you're writing them down. That means you're asking God, what does this mean? That means not just overlooking your dreams and saying, oh, that was weird. That was weird, God. And just go about your day and God's trying to tell you a message. Or having a dream that gives you a bit of like, oh, and just walking away from that dream. No, let's take some time to study the dream, to ask God, well, okay, there's this book in the dream. What does the book mean? I was driving a car in this dream. What does the car mean in this? And we can go and seek out information from trusted individuals called by God who have taken the journey to discover dreams and study dreams and apply that to what the Bible is and says. And so I can think of Jennifer LeClaire. She has books on dreams, and you can seek out her books. I've read her books personally and I have enjoyed them and given me quite a bit of insight as well. So I trust that this information is going to be helpful on your encounters with God as He gives dreams to you. And I pray that He will start to give you further dreams, give you further insight and revelation about yourself and others and what season you're in and different things, so that you can have an understanding and not navigate life alone. God is with you, and one of the ways in which He can talk to you is through your dreams. And so you want to make sure you're ready to receive those dreams, and that God can see that He can give dreams to you and more dreams to you because you're noting them, you're wanting to know what those dreams mean and so forth. At some point I am going to go through all the dreams I've had over the years and start to note the interpretations and think back to when I was dreaming in that time, what it meant for the season that I was in. A lot of the dreams that I've had have been based on seasons that I'm in. God's delivering a message to me at that time, or showing me what is designed for my upcoming season, or a correction even on something that He's telling me, you need to fix this, or you need to work on this, or this needs to be taken out of your heart, or revealing something about myself for my character building, for me to not remain the same woman, but for me to go in the direction that He has for me. So don't forget to let me know in the comments if you have dreams. How often do you have your dreams? And perhaps some different topics you would like me to discuss about dreams too, and to subscribe to this channel. And I will see you again for another Fulfilling Life Friday.